Welcome back, everyone. As I promised, I'm here to do the video on my celiac diagnosis. Thanks for watching. This is going to be a two-part series, so make sure you click on the link over here at the end of the video so you can continue watching my celiac diagnosis. With that being said, if you have a real concern, definitely discuss that with your general practitioner. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just sharing my experience of being diagnosed with celiac disease. Okay, with that being said, I am just doing this video to help reach whoever is newly diagnosed with celiac disease and might be searching for answers, or if somebody is struggling to find out or get to the bottom of their digestive issues, this video might be for you. If you've been searching, you've been told it's IBS, we don't know what it is, you're still trying to find out, you're still in the process of it, this might be something that you can bring up to your practitioner. Okay, so I just want to start off by talking about my symptom history. Okay, so growing up, I would have a lot of digestive issues, particularly stomach problems after having pasta, pizza, French toast, biscuits, particularly anything that had a lot of bread in it. And I would be on the couch with indigestion, acid reflux. I'd be running to the bathroom sometimes, especially in the morning time. Oh, cereal was another one. So particularly after like breakfast time, you know, if I had cereal or like French toast, I'd be probably going to the bathroom within 30 minutes. You know, TMI, whatever you want to say. But let's be real. So the problem was my symptoms were very inconsistent. Sometimes this would happen, sometimes it would not. So to me, as a teenager, I just didn't, you know, I didn't really put two and two together. I just kind of thought this was expected. Like, you know, this is just happening to me. Like I just ate too much, you know. So approximately 5 to 6 years ago, so my mid 20s, I was having a lot of really painful gas and bloating. You know, just after a meal, I would be, you know, driving, and I would just, you know, I could almost not focus on the driving part just because it was so distracting. And I was just in a lot of pain, and I just more or less thought that was connected to my diet, or, you know, I was having too many carbs, or, you know, I ate too much, or, you know, whatever. It was just, I didn't connect the dots once again. Oh, and also I just want to add at this point, I was having a lot more issue, like say with constipation and diarrhea type deal, or alternating between the two. So fast forward another couple of years, so about 2 years ago. So at this point I was suffering with, you know, severe diarrhea, alternating again between the diarrhea and constipation. It was sour stomach type deal. So I went to the doctor, and of course I've been to the doctor a few times, but every time they're like, oh, you're fine, you know, we don't see anything wrong, just take some antacids, whatever. This time they actually, you know, prescribed like H2 blocker, which is like, you know, ranitidine, famotidine, cimetidine, all those type drugs. So I took that for about a year, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, on and off, kind of as needed. And I knew like it was working to really, you know, block the sour stomach symptom, but I knew deep down that I still wasn't fixing the root of the problem. I wasn't getting to the bottom of it. And like I just knew that there was something else wrong. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's the point. So fast forward another, you know, 10 months or so, or a year and a half. So this is about January, February of 2021, after, you know, COVID and, you know, the election and just everything that was so stressful in 2020, kind of created this perfect storm, you know, so to speak. I think, for my digestive system. So I had like fatigue, joint pain, brain fog, lightheadedness, dizziness, cold intolerance, severe acid reflux. Like I, you know, had to be super small bites, and nothing acidic at all. Nothing, like, everything had to be super plain in order for me to eat it. I remember just sitting on the couch, like trying to eat like the most bland salmon that you can cook, along with like asparagus, and that was literally my meal for the day, and maybe like some yogurt or like an egg, and that was about it. That's all I could handle. So, anyways, I went to my GP, my general practitioner again, and so at this point, I was like, hey, I really need some help. I don't know what's going on. In this case, they prescribed me omeprazole, which is an acid blocker. I came back, I took that for a couple weeks. It helped a little bit, but not really. And again, I knew it was just covering up the symptoms, not getting to the root of the problem. So I went back after 2 weeks, and I was like, I need to see a specialist. So they sent me to a specialist, and I went to the specialist. They agreed to do an endoscopy. So within like 3 weeks, I was scheduled for that. Or I was scheduled for an endoscopy for about 3 weeks out. Like, I knew there was something wrong with me. I just didn't know what. And it was very frustrating. So at this point, I'm spending 3 weeks kind of wondering, just waiting, taking the omeprazole, trying to just get by every single day, counting down the days until my endoscopy, which I was stressed about that also, because I didn't know how that was going to go. I'm like, if I can barely eat, the smallest bite of food, how are they going to stick something down? I'll click on the link to see what happens next after the endoscopy. Thank you for watching.